let's talk about adventure tours in Ptolus. This idea is not in the core Ptolus book. You have to look in the supplement called Secrets of the Delvers Guild. You might already have this, you might have gotten it for free as part of the Kickstarter, or you might have to buy it. It's $6 for the PDF on DriveThruRPG, obviously, link in the description down below. Or you can click on the link and go to my website. If you've proven that you own the Ptolus book, then you'll have access to all the information that I'm about to talk about without buying anything extra. What are adventure tours? Oh, the idea behind this is that with all of the stuff happening down below the city, then this associate guildsman, meaning she is a member of the Delvers Guild named Starella Naveen, came up with the idea to sell access to having adventure tours. For 250 gold per person, she or a series of guides will take people down through essentially a sanitized dungeon where they experience the dungeon, they might fight some monsters, they might disable some traps, whatever she set up. You could kind of think of this as a much more dangerous version of what we would see today being an escape room, right? So the idea here is that the wealthy and the elite, they want to experience Ghul's Labyrinth and maybe kind of see what's down there, but they want to know that they're going to be relatively safe through that process. Starella capitalized on this. She went down into Ghul's Labyrinth, she cleared out a series of the rooms, claimed those as hers, and then they basically either stock it with monsters, they reset the traps, whatever, they sell access to go through there. It's a guided tour, and obviously the guides need to be able to help out if something happens. Now, it's not likely that your PCs are going to be interested in paying 250 gold to go down into the labyrinth, right? Like that's kind of their job if you're doing a dungeon delving campaign. But what would be a fantastic introduction, especially for brand new PCs that you're bringing into Ptolus, was they could easily see a flyer that talks about help capture monsters and get paid gold to stock the adventure tour. If you've got a rogue in your party, maybe they can come up with some cool traps that the people have to be able to disable. And it's a little different twist to say it needs to be this difficult but not this difficult for the rogue. Again, that's perfect for low-level characters that are just getting in. This can also be a way if they are introduced to the actual Delvers Guild, which could be a fantastic resource for them to join. It could also be the first introduction to them going down into the dungeons. So adventure tours, I loved this concept when I first came across it. Click the link down below. There's a lot more information that details what they're doing. There's no set maps for this, but if you go into the homebrew section, I am constantly trying to add new, cool, and interesting maps that could work for this. I also have a few different adventure modules that are listed. If you go to the website, hover on DM reference, and then you go to Ptolus adventure modules, there might be like some one-offs or something like that where you could steal those maps and just say, hey, this is the set that Starella has set up. And the idea also being not necessarily that the PCs would go through that dungeon unless maybe they sign up as guides, right? The guides need to be able to defend the wealthy people and make sure that if a monster gets away or the people that are on the tour can't defeat the monster, well, then the PCs need to step in and stop that. Either way, I just thought this was a fantastic way to first introduce PCs into the dungeon, into the Delvers Guild, and kind of all those different things. So check that out. Very short video again today. I'm trying to go through all of the most exciting pieces of the Secrets of the Delvers Guild. The whole piece is not on the website yet. I'm saying that as of October 2022. I try to make evergreen content where this is the same forever, but that's not always perfect. If you have not yet joined the Ptolus Discord, jump over. There's a link down in the description below. Totally free. We've got, I think, almost 300 members in there. People constantly, just like you as a narrator, trying to figure out what to do with their game, asking questions. When you can't remember what something is or where you found it in the book, you can ask, and a lot of times another narrator is going to be able to provide you with that. If you are just the kindest, most awesome person on the planet and you want to join my Patreon for as little as $1 a month, you help me make these videos, help me be able to take the time to disseminate this information to you from the most awesome urban setting ever created, thanks to Monte Cook Games, Ptolus, the city by the Spire. Speaking of which, until next time, stay out of the shadow of the Spire. Let's talk about the Ptolus adventure tours. This should not be that hard. If you don't want to go hunting for what I'm talking about on here, you can just click the link, click. The concept of the adventure tours is that I'm sorry. My kids are trying to kill each other, apparently, outside my door. You probably can't hear that, but I'm going to go ahead and cut anyway, just in case. Don't have your kids, in the house when you're trying to record a YouTube video. So that's something I've never done before. I screw up almost every single time I'm making a video, so I figured I'd throw in some of those bloopers if they're funny. Anyway, let me know in the comments down below if you enjoyed that, and I might throw those in at the end whenever I have just truly wonderful screw ups. So peace out, guys.